This is the Module 4, Lesson 10 review. Some of this we did in class, but I also want to review it to make sure you understand it before we move on to tonight's homework. So the first thing right here is we know what the whole is in this expression right here. The whole is 17 plus 4, so it's the sum of 17 and 4. And then we see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and we want to know what one of the pieces are. So we're dividing that whole into 4. So some of you might do divide by 4, but you can also multiply by 1/4 and it will give me one piece. So then I go and I solve this using my PEMDAS. 17 plus 4 is 21. And we have 1/4 of that. And we know we can multiply straight across because we know that there is really a 1 underneath here. So this ends up as 21/4. We cannot do an equal sign because it is not an equation, it is an expression. We cannot leave it improper. So 21 divided by 4, it goes in 5 1/4. And I'm going to circle that as my answer. On the other side, this time we don't know the whole, but we know 2 pieces over here, which is really half of the shape. So we're going to take the sum of 4/7 and 8/3, and we're going to multiply that by 2, because if we do it twice, then we'll have the whole shape. So these are not common denominators, so we need to make common denominators. And we're going to use 21 as our common denominator. And we're going to do some of this work up on the top because we're running out of room here. So I'm going to take this up to here. And we end up with 68/21 times 2. And when we go through this, we end up with 136/21. And then we need to make sure that we don't leave it like that where it's improper. So we make it goes in 6 times. 6 times 21 we do right over here. And then we have 10/21 left over. And that is our final answer. The next section that we're going to review is right down here. We want to find all these expressions that are equal to this right here. So 6 times 3/8. As we've learned before, there's really a 1 underneath it, and we multiply straight across, and we have 18/8. So we're going to go through each of these and see which ones have 18/8. So here we have 8 divided by 18, which means 8 divided by 18. They don't match because they're not set up the same way. So here we have 3 divided by 8 times 6. And when we do that, we see we end up with 18/8. These two match. We're going to try another one. We have 18 divided by 8, which we know also means 18 divided by 8. So that matches. Over here, we have 8 divided by 6 times 3. We know that there's really a 1 under here, which would give me 24/6, which does not match. Next one, we have 6 times 8/3, which would be 48/3. And when I look at that, 3 goes into 48 16 times, but 8 only goes into 18 2 times, so they don't match. And the next one over here, we end up with 18/8 because there's really a 1 under here, and this matches. So now we are able to see which ones match. We know how to evaluate all these. I'm going to just review how to write them as an expression. So we have 1/8, the sum tells me to add. So we have 1/8, the sum of 23 and 17. And then you would evaluate it. Subtract 4 from this. So we're going to do 1/6 of 42. And then we're going to subtract 4 from it. 7 times the sum. So we make the sum again. 7 times. 2/3 the product. Product tells us to multiply, so 2/3 the product. 7 copies. Copies means to multiply. The sum tells me to add of 8/5 and 4. And then 15 times 1/5 of 12. 1/5 of 12. When we get to this section, they don't want you to calculate. So the first thing I can do is I can see that this is 21. So 2/3 times 21, or 2/3 times 15, and this would be bigger. And look here, I have the same number in here and the same expression in here. 3/5 is bigger than 3/8, so I know that's which direction we're going to go. And then down here, 6 is being multiplied by all of this, but in this case, 6 is only being multiplied by 2, so that's greater. So now we're going to talk about what your homework is. So we need to fill in the missing information. So it says she bought 3/4 of January's total in August. So January's total, she bought 3/4 of that in August. 3/4 of January, which gets me to 9/4. So now I'm going to go down to August. And I'm going to put in my 9/4, which is also equal to 2 1/4. Next, 7/8 as much in April as she bought in October and July combined. So here's October, here is July, so we're going to combine them. And then she is 7/8 as much, which tells me to multiply. When I add these two together, I end up with a 2 times 7/8, which gives me 14/8. And that would be for April. So we're going to put our 14/8 in here, which turns into 1 6/8, which turns into 1 3/4. Next, in green, June, she bought 1/8 a pound less than 3 times what she bought in May. So let's look at May, and she bought 9/8. So we're going to go back down here. She bought 9/8, 3 times 9/8, and 1/8 pound less of that. And when we do that, we have 27/8, which gets us minus 1/8, which will give us 26/8, which will give us 3 2/8. So we're going to go back up here. So now we've done all of that, and we are now going to move on to here, which tells us we need a line plot. So I'm going to do a lot of flipping back and forth here. So we see that we're building a line plot that has to do with flour for the bakery, and we see that it's in pounds. So we're going to flip back. We're going to make our title, Flour for the Bakery. And we know that this is all going to be in pounds. And now we're going to flip back again. And we see that our largest number, as we scroll down, we see a whole bunch of things in fourths and in eighths. So we're going to switch everything to eighths to help us. So this would be 1 2/8. So we're working with all of the same denominator. This is 1 1/8. This is 1 2/8. This is 2 2/8. Here, this is 2 3/4, which is 2 6/8. And this is 6/8. So we see the biggest thing that we have is 3 2/8. And since 3 2/8 is the biggest thing that we have, we know that we need to go all the way to 4. So we're going to start at 0, and we're going to go to 4. And we're going to split this in the middle, and we're going to put in our other whole numbers. And we know we're working with eighths, so we're going to fill those in. So now we have that all down. So now we're going to start plotting. We're going to have to go back and forth. So we have January was a 3 and in February was a 2. I can do that from memory. So we have a 3, which is already has the number below it, and we have a 2. So we're going to go back. And then in March we have 1 and 2/8. So we're going to go to 1 and 2/8 and mark it off. And we're going to make sure we mark it off down here as well. After 1 and 2/8, we have 1 and 6/8. So we're going to go back and we're going to mark off 1 and 6/8. And we're going to make sure that we mark it down below. After 1 and 6/8, we have 1 and 1/8. So we have 1 and 1/8 right here. And we're going to go back after 1 and 1/8. We have 3 and 2/8. Notice I'm ignoring the fourths and just doing it in eighths to make it easier to add later. And when we go back after 3 and 2/8, we have 1 and 2/8 and then 2 and 2/8. So we have 1 and 2/8, we're going to add another X, and then we have 2 and 2/8 where we have to actually put our markings down. And then after 2 and 2/8, we have 2 and 6/8 and then just 6/8. So we have 2 and 6/8 and then just 6/8. So now we have everything marked up. We have a title. It says how many pounds of flour did Fantine buy from January to October. So we're going to use our data table, our line plot, and we're going to start by, we see 6/8, there's 1x, so we have 6/8. Then we have a 1 and 1/8. Then we have 2 times 1 and 2/8. There's 2 of them there. Then we have a 1 and 6/8, then a 2, then a 2 and 2/8, then a 2 and 6/8, then a 3, and then a 3 and 2/8. There's that. And now we're going to add it all up. Before I start adding, I see there's some multiplication in parentheses. So right here, I'm going to change this into an improper fraction, which would be 10/8. And I'm going to do 2 times 10/8, and I know now that this is now 20/8. So we're going to start by adding up all of our whole numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we have 14. So now we're going to go through and take just our numerators. We have 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 20 is 27. 27 plus 6 is 33. 33 plus 2 is 35. 35 plus 6 is 41. And 41 plus 2 is 43. And our denominator stays the same. But I can't leave it improper like this. So I'm going to take this 43/8, which is really 5 3/8. Now I have to add together this 14 and this 5 3/8, and I end up with 19 3/8 pounds of flour. And that is our review for the homework for Module 4, Lesson 10.